What up? It's another video about Eat Feed while walking. You know what this video is about? Something I need to say. People, try or learn not to eat too much food or drinks or liquids or water. Try not to eat too much and try not to drink too much liquids or water. Eating too much can shorten your life a little bit. I've seen this study on these monkeys that one they fed large amounts of food and the other one they fed more less food, and the other one that they fed less food looked so much healthier as it aged. The one that they fed so much food aged much more, and I think it lived a shorter life, and it just looked more old and sluggish. So that's what people should do. Don't eat too much food and don't drink too much liquid. Just eat an adequate amount of liquids. The food is something you don't need to eat too much of sometimes. You eat an adequate amount of food, small plate here. People don't need to be getting fat or overweight or just eating too much food. You don't eat too much food. 2 meals a day or something like that is good. So just eat a normal amount of food, not too much food, and drink a normal amount of water, not too much water. Drink when you're thirsty. When you're thirsty, drink enough water to satisfy your thirst. So you can feel satisfied. Just drink liquids. I'm not saying don't drink liquids. It's important to drink liquids. You gotta hydrate. It cleans your kidneys. So drink water too. Drink a lot of water. But drink liquids. Drink liquids, but don't drink too much liquids or too much food. It's crucial to your health, your long life. You eat too much, you drink too much, it can have negative effects on your body, in your life too. Liquids is a little bit more. You can have a little more leeway, but don't eat too much too. Eating too much can have a negative effect on your body. Eat sparingly, eat 2 meals a day, medium-sized meals, and then you don't need to eat that much. You eat a sandwich and two sandwiches, something like that. Just eat, don't eat too much because eating too much can shorten your life and make you sluggish, overweight, and just have a negative impact on your life. Don't drink too much liquids either, because drinking too much liquids is not good for you either. Drink water, liquids, juice, whatever you drink. Drink water too, but drink liquids, but not too much. Don't go overboard with it. But drink when you're thirsty and stuff like that. Most of the time, when you think you're hungry, you're actually thirsty. I read that somewhere. Most of the time when people actually think they're hungry, they're actually thirsty. So sometimes you should, when you think you're hungry, sometimes just drink something instead. But don't drink too much stuff. But that's good amount. Drink a good amount. Drink enough when you're thirsty. So that's what it is. Don't eat too much food. You can eat sometimes. When you're young, sometimes people eat a good amount of food, but you can eat sometimes, but just don't eat too much food. Eat a decent amount of food. Don't go overboard because it has a negative effect on your health. Eat in moderation. Do things in moderation. Don't drink too much liquids. Drink when you're thirsty, and drink satisfy your thirst. Sometimes when you think you're hungry, you're actually thirsty. So drink a good amount. Drink when you're thirsty and satisfy your thirst when you're thirsty. Drink water, juice, or whatever. Drink water too, but that's what this video is about. Don't eat or drink too much. Don't eat too much food. It can have a negative impact on your health. Don't drink too much, but water can, you can drink a decent amount of water or liquids though. So if it's hot outside, you could drink a good amount of water. I'm not saying don't drink. If it's 90 degrees outside, you're gonna drink a lot of water. Drink when you're with liquids. You should drink when you're thirsty, I should say. I shouldn't tell you not to drink an adequate amount of liquids because in wintertime, you may not drink enough liquids as you may drink in the summertime. So liquids is when you're thirsty. I'm not saying don't drink enough. Don't drink too much liquids. When you're thirsty, drink. But don't eat too much. And eating too much can have a negative impact on your health. Drink when you're thirsty. If you're thirsty a lot, then drink. Satisfy your quench your thirst. Don't drink too much because I heard some cases where people have water poisoning. They drink too much liquids. Don't go overboard and drink too much liquids, but drink when you're thirsty and satisfy your thirst. It's important to hydrate yourself, flush your kidneys out when you're thirsty. Drink liquids and satisfy your thirst. So don't let yourself get too thirsty. Drink liquids and satisfy your thirst. If you're not thirsty, then don't drink nothing. Don't drink when you're not thirsty or eat when you're not hungry. So that's what this video is about. Don't eat too much. Really, don't eat too much. Don't eat too much. Eat moderate meals, this, that, that. Sometimes you may eat a lot once in a while, but most of the time, don't eat too much. Eat a moderate meals, moderate sized meals. Sometimes eat little fruits and stuff. Sometimes and eat in moderation. Don't go overboard with the food. But sometimes you may binge. Teenagers eat a lot. So Teenagers may be different, but when you get older, you don't realize you shouldn't. This is for adults, really. You shouldn't eat too much. Teenagers, young people, they may eat a lot, or some people may not, you know. But just for anyone of any age, don't eat too much. Eat in moderation. Just realize sometimes when you think you're hungry, you're actually thirsty. Drink when you're thirsty. You know, when you're not thirsty, don't drink. You know, when you are thirsty, drink and satisfy your thirst. You know, drink enough water, drink enough liquids, but don't drink too much when you're not thirsty at all or not hungry. Don't eat when you're not hungry or not hungry really, or don't eat too much food, and don't drink too much liquid. But with water or liquids, when you're thirsty, you're thirsty. But don't drink too much. You know, you should know when you're not thirsty. All right, that's the video for now. Have a great day. Peace.